and welcome to Export, Upload, Eat. Today we're going to have a feature about Valentine's Day and cooking an entree, an appetizer, and a special dessert for your special someone today.
Hey Allie, you ready for the kids?
Brendan's late again. Can you fill in?
Again?
It's the last time. Promise.
Fine. Last time.
Ready?
Ready.
For our appetizer section, we're going to go ahead and start off with some bruschetta. That is diced tomatoes, basil, olive oil, and a little bit of seasoning. And then we're going to, instead of adding the toasted bread, we're going to do a healthier option and have our pretzel chips. And for the entree, what we're going to do is, it's kind of a special entree because it has a lot of really, really high-class ingredients. So we're going to have spinach, feta, stuffed chicken, and then it's also going to have roasted asparagus with it. So we're going to go ahead and we've got our chicken breast here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got my piece of saran wrap, and we are just going to fillet these pretty much. You just want to cut them in half. Okay, and this is called the butterfly cut, so you can see that it's completely in half. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that the rest of the way. So those off to the side, do these to the other ones.
I'm getting it. I'm getting the soda.
Okay, same thing. And one more. Okay, and same thing again. So we've got kind of an array of different sizes on these, and that's no big deal at all. So then we're going to take them and lay them out right here, like so. Then we're just going to season them. So I have my salt right here, put a little sea salt on there, and then my pepper, freshly ground pepper that Jeannie cut up for me so nicely. Okay, and I just have a little garlic powder, so I'm going to take that. And just cover this up. Now I have my mallet, so I'm just going to make a little noise here for a second, and you just want to get those out nice and even, and this will also help tenderize the meat. Okay. So now once that's done, we can actually throw that away. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to add our feta. So you can see the feta is just in little crumbles. So we're just going to place a little bit of that feta on there in each one. Always go back and add a little more. I don't think you can ever have too much cheese. So just sprinkle a little bit everywhere. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do, I went ahead and cut up our spinach. So we're just going to take the spinach and do the same thing. And this is like a cup of spinach once it's chopped up, so nothing fancy. So while I was getting this prepared, I went ahead and preheated my oven to 400 degrees, which is what you're going to want it to be at. And then I've just got some olive oil, and I'm going to take it, and I like to wrap my stuff in foil. It just means for easier cleanup later, so you can just literally just take it off of it. So I drizzle a little foil, olive oil in there, and then we are going to take our beautiful chicken breast, and we're going to roll this up. So we're just going to roll these up. And then after we get these in the oven, we're going to start on our appetizer while that's working so that we can go ahead and get that going, because I know y'all are all so excited to see how we do our bruschetta.
What's the satellite? Thing in the sky? I'm finished your thing.
And the thing that I want y'all to know is that this is the first time we've ever done this dish. So don't be afraid to try new stuff, because that's part of the excitement of being in the kitchen, is trying new recipes. So this is just as new to y'all as it is to us. And I mean, we're college students. We're not trying anything fancy. We saw this and we thought it literally looked good, and that's why we wanted to do it. So if I can do it, you can. Okay, that's our last one. So now that we have them all on our tray, we're going to go ahead and stick those in the oven. And as I said before, we're going to cook those on 400, and it's going to be for 35 minutes.
Welcome! So you've decided to visit ASU Museum. Let's go over some basic rules so you have fun. Please don't run. Don't throw things in the exhibits. Don't throw things at people. No food or drinks. Don't climb on the exhibits. Don't forget to ask questions. And remember, have fun.
Welcome back, guys. Now we're going to get started on our appetizer, which is going to be caprese bruschetta. So we're going to start with these little grape tomatoes, and we just want to go ahead and cut up all of them, except that one. That does not look very appetizing. So we're going to cut up all these tomatoes. We want them to be pretty small. So I'll show you how small they need to be once I get this cooked up for us. Okay, so as you can see right here, whoa, you want them to be about that size. All very small tomatoes, they don't have to be big at all. is because it's very light and fresh. So if you're looking for something that is a little bit more on the healthy side, it's definitely where it's at, because you have these really fresh tomatoes, and then you have the olive oil, and some people use mozzarella inside of theirs, but we just went ahead and used the feta since we had it available. And I mean, who doesn't like feta cheese? We can't be friends if you don't like feta cheese. And then we're going to take our bowl, scrape it off in there. Good deal. And then I have this basil already in there, this fresh basil that I just went ahead and chopped up. So I like to leave them little strips because I think it looks really pretty. So we're just going to go ahead and dump all that in there. And then same seasonings that we used last time. Cannot go wrong with the staples. Just a little salt and pepper, garlic powder. Good. Okay. And then I'm just going to use some olive oil now. Okay. I'd say that I used about a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons of olive oil for that. Okay, and then you're just going to toss that together. See how it's all very evenly coated and kind of shiny? So that's how you know it's all in there. And I like a little extra. That's just me though. You make it to your taste. However you like it is how you need to make it, because I mean it's seasoning. It's not like it's going to add too many calories or anything. Okay, then we're going to take this wonderful feta that we have right here. Actually, I have a special feta because I wanted tomato basil, so that's what I'm going to go with on this instead of the regular, because it'll get that extra kick, and it's also seasoned. So, just going to pour probably 1/4 of a cup in there and mix it all together. Oh my, make a mess. And look how pretty that is. All the colors look so good together. So I can't wait. I'm gonna go ahead and try one of these out because it's lunchtime, y'all. Get the bag open. That is where it's at. A little bit of cheese. Jenny, you're gonna have to try one of these. I'm proud of myself. That's good bruschetta. So, when we come back, I'm gonna start making the sauce that's gonna go on top of our stuff. Okay, after I'm done with it. You're gonna want to make this bruschetta because this is the bomb. So, definitely a Valentine's thing, or for me, it's gonna be an everyday thing now because this is so good. Okay, we'll be back right after this break, okay? Our break, the next thing we need to do is prepare the asparagus that's going to go with the chicken. So I've got my freshly washed asparagus here. So we're just going to take it on a flat little tray and we're going to spread them all out. Even though they're different sizes, they should actually be fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. When we were prepping, Jenny actually went ahead and cut the bottoms of them off because they're usually kind of white, and you don't want that. You want it to be all solid green like how this is. Okay? So, next thing we're going to do, very, very simple, easy way to make asparagus. Take your olive oil and literally just drizzle it on there. It's a nice little coating. And I even have a brush. And if you want to make sure that it's covered, you can just take your brush and just kind of get it all covered. That way it's all nice and even. And it will also help our lovely seasoning combination that we've been using all day long. So again, we're just going to use standard salt, pepper, and garlic powder. There is nothing wrong with that. If you want to add something different, go crazy. It's not going to hurt it. You cannot really mess up vegetables. Okay, a little salt and pepper. Okay, cool. So now that we have that done, it needs to cook for 10 minutes. The chicken only has 10 minutes left, so this is all going to come out perfect time. So we're going to slide that in the oven. Oh my gosh, that chicken looks good. Okay, so now the next thing we need to worry about is going to be our sauce. So when we come back, I'm going to show you how to get the sauce started. Very, very simple, right on the stovetop. We'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, so welcome back. Now what we're going to be working on is our cream sauce that we're going to be putting and drizzling on top of our delicious feta and spinach stuffed chicken breast. So the first thing we're going to want to do, I went ahead and turned this up to 5 so it can be getting hot while I was waiting. So we're just going to go ahead and put our butter down. Let that be getting soft on us. And once that melts all the way down, in just a minute, okay, so once that gets melted down a little bit, we're going to start adding our flour. And our flour is all-purpose flour, and you're going to use 2 teaspoons of that flour, okay? Nice. So then we're just going to kind of start whisking that around, and we want that flour to brown a little bit because that's going to be the thickening for our sauce. So it should kind of look like this. Good deal. And then we're going back to that seasoning because we want it to have nice flavor. So using that salt and pepper again, and a little bit of garlic powder. Nice. Hear that sizzle. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add our heavy cream, and we're going to use 1 cup of this. So, let's go ahead and get that opened. Measuring cup. Nice and thick. And we're not going to add this all at once either. We're going to slowly add this and kind of whisk it in. That way it doesn't scorch it. Nice and even. A little more. And we might even need to add a little more seasoning, but we're just going to kind of do that to taste because if you don't like yours as strong and you want it to be a little more creamy, then we can do that. Okay, and that's our timer for our chicken. It should only be a little bit longer on that asparagus. So we'll get that chicken out in just a minute. Okay, and it's already starting to thicken up. I'll show you here in just a minute once I get everything whisked in. It's looking good. What I'm going to do is, just so it can have some really nice fresh color, I'm going to add what was left over of our spinach, just to give it some robust color in there. So, nice pretty green in with it now. My favorite part of cooking, besides eating the food, of course, is the presentation. I want everything to look really nice for whoever it is. And since it's Valentine's Day, whether it be, you know, you cooking it for your boyfriend or girlfriend, I mean, you want it to look really nice. You want it to say, I took the time and the effort out of my day to prepare this for you. And this is a great recipe to do that with, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and get the chicken out of the oven. If you want to sneak down here and look what it looks like. I'm going to check this out. Look at our chicken. Beautiful. Okay. And our asparagus should not be too much longer. So whenever we come back, I'm going to have everything plated up so you can see what the end result's going to look like.
Turn your books to chapter 4, please. Are y'all not paying attention to me? Okay, I get it. Everyone pays attention when it comes to going to the ASU Museum.
Alright guys, welcome back, and we have our chicken temped to 165, and we have our beautiful asparagus here with the olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder done. So I'm just going to start plating this up. So just put that there. Nice.
Where are you at?
Get 3 pieces each.
How do I get over there?
Okay, and don't forget about the toothpicks. Oops.
Dude, how do I get over there?
They're really in there.
Is it these stairs? Oh,
Okay.
I'm here. How do I get in there?
Alright, so once you have the toothpicks out,
Come to the door, I'll invite you.
and you can take your asparagus. Just gonna leave that right there. Nice big asparagus pieces.
It won't let me invite you.
Alright. And then last, here comes the best part, guys. That rich, delicious, heavy cream sauce that we pour on top of it. Good. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle some on our asparagus as well. Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay. So,
What is this?
after that, just a little bit of parsley flakes with some color. And we're going to try this out. So, let me get a knife.
I have you.
Jeannie's over there drooling recording this because she can't wait to try it because this other plate is for her. So, I'm just going to go ahead and look at that. Look at how beautiful the inside of that chicken is with that feta and the spinach. Okay.
I need you to go try.
Oh my. That's really good. Really, really good. Like I said, this is the first time we've made this. So,
I got some more.
trying it for the first time, very, very smooth. Chicken is very tender because of us beating it out and adding the olive oil to it. And we rolled it up, put the spinach and the feta inside of that too, and then it just turned out great. I'm really, really proud of this. Definitely going to be making this again. Please, I encourage you to make this for a part of your Valentine's Day because this is awesome. Very, very awesome dish. And then don't forget about our starter was the bruschetta with the pretzel chips. Very simple. Again, it is olive oil, tomato, basil, and just some feta cheese. That's all you need for that. So it's very simple ingredients, very cheap ingredients. I understand, I'm in college, so I know how hard it is, but this is very simple, very easy, very concise, and if I can do it, like I said, you can definitely do it. So now we're going to throw to our dessert video, which we had a lot of fun making. So be sure to check that out right now. It is our Oreo truffles with white chocolate sauce on top of them. Alright guys, we have an appetizer, we have an entree, and we have a dessert for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's and the very first episode of Export, Upload, Eat, but certainly not the last. So be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we also have a Pinterest account. If you have any ideas or something that you would like for us to cook, just post them on our page. We'll definitely see them and we'll definitely try them out. So, if you don't mind, I have a sweet boy over there that I made this for, and he is just dying to eat this, so I'm going to see y'all later. I'm going to dig in. Have a happy Valentine's Day.